Hello and welcome to the tutorial for the Sex and Gender-Based Medicine Slide Library. If you have questions about the Sex and Gender-Based Medicine Curriculum Project or about the Slide Library or how to contribute material, please visit our website at the link below. If you're watching this tutorial, you've probably already agreed to participate by creating a PowerPoint for our resource library. These slides are for use by academic health professionals, whether that's in a school of medicine, pharmacy, nursing, etc. They may also be helpful resources for students or trainees to look at to reference material being learned. We're looking for information that is relevant to future clinical care or that highlights the limitations in the current body of knowledge. So if anatomy and physiology are being described, we're looking for the context of the future clinical relevance when it comes to care. In things like treatment or research, we want to know if both men and women have been studied and what outcomes have been reported, or if the current practices are based on predominantly composite data or one-sex data. We want this to be an excellent academic resource, so we are looking for high-quality materials. When you're creating your PowerPoint slides, please create them with no more than 5 bullets on each slide. This helps keep it visually interesting and simple for a user to follow. We want excellent graphics as well, whether they come from journal articles, medical clip art sites, etc. If you need help in illustrating your presentation, please let us know because we do have resources that could help you. When using graphics, please make sure that you include the copyright information as well. When your slides are turned in, we will also be sending them out for peer review. Let's take a look at what you'll include in the slide notes section. This is an overall example of what we want the slide notes to look like. Although this may seem a little bit complicated right now, we'll go through and break it down step by step. The first section of our slide notes is the speaker notes. This is what you want the speaker to say to the audience regarding the slide. This is the place to put the detailed information that you can't fit on the slide itself. It's a resource for the lecturer as they talk through your material. The average time per slide is about 30 to 50 seconds, so keep that in mind as you write your notes. The next section is the reference citations. A minimum of 1 reference is required per slide, but no more than 3 to 4 references per slide. You must cite your references with the level of evidence as listed on the next page. These are our levels of evidence in order of preference. You can read through this. Emerging knowledge with a lower level of evidence may also be included at the author's discretion if you deem it clinically relevant. We use APA format to cite our references, but with the first author only. Examples of how to utilize APA format can be found on the internet, or you can contact us if you need assistance with this. Please make sure that you list your references in the slide notes section, not on the slide. And if you have multiple references on your slide, utilize a superscript by the bullet point and number the references in the notes accordingly. The next section of our notes is the submitted by or authorship section. Up to 2 authors can participate per slide. This is not per slide presentation, but per individual slide within a presentation. The SGBM project encourages students, trainees, etc. to work together with faculty to create these projects. However, due to the space, we must limit the authorship of each slide to no more than 2 authors. Here's an example of the submitted by section with the senior author and contributing author listed. This is a great example of a faculty-student partnership. The final section of your note should include the keywords per slide. Due to space requirements, we ask that you don't submit more than 2 keywords, but these will help users later search through the slide library for your content. Let's take a look at what the slide presentation should actually contain. Now, your topic may not include each one of these areas, particularly if there is evidence lacking. If you have other ideas for additional section headers for your topic, we would welcome those as well. First of all, you want to include your background/introduction slide. This is just a brief introduction to your topic with a basic overview, the impact, and why you feel like it's important to address the sex and gender differences in this topic. Here you will see a list of all the potential content areas you could go over for your topic. Now, we realize that not all content areas may be necessary or applicable to your topic. Please only utilize the areas with the proven research and evidence necessary. Make sure this includes the relevant sex and gender-based concerns. This is a great example of what our slide library should look like. This is a slide pulled from our completed osteoporosis slideshow. You can see here that they're utilizing only 5 bullet points, so it's easy to read, and the graphics illustrate the principles perfectly and are eye-catching and interesting. This is the notes section that corresponds to the slide I just showed you. As you can see, you get a lot more information in the speaker notes section, so we take that slide but then give it a much more detailed background. Of course, we want our authors to be able to put these projects on their CVs, so this is the appropriate format for putting your authorship credit on your CV. If you have any questions or want to give us feedback about this project, you can contact us at the email below. Below, please also find the contact information for our program director, Dr. Marjorie Jenkins. If you have already completed your PowerPoint and are ready to submit, you can send that to sgbm@ttuhsc.edu. Please include your full contact information, including your phone number. Thank you so much for being willing to submit material for our slide library, and we look forward to working with you soon.